Hello friends, I'm Suraj Kudale and my group members are Ojas Pawar and Mukesh Kamble from 3rd year A division of Zil College of Engineering and Research, Pune. Our project name is Desktop Assistant. How cool is it to build your own personal assistants like Alexa or Siri? We all use browsers, YouTube and music frequently in our day-to-day life. But what if we can access this only with our voice without any physical efforts? Actually, it is not very complicated and can be easily achieved in Python. Personal digital assistants are capturing a lot of attention nowadays. So, for building any voice-based assistant, we need two main functions. One for listening to our commands and another to respond to our commands. Along with these two core functions, we need the customized instructions that we will feed our assistant. So, the first step is to create a function for voice which has arguments. Also, we are using speech API to voice as input. After that, we install the speech recognition model and then import it. We define a new function for taking command from a user. Also mention class for speech recognition and input type like microphone, etc. Next, we set a query for voice recognition language. We use Google Engine to convert our voice input to text. We install and import some other packages also like PyTSX3, Wikipedia, web browser, etc. PyTSX3 helps you to convert text input to speed conversion. If we ask for any information, then it will display the result in textual format. We can convert it very easily in the voice format as we already define a function. Else, if we ask to open YouTube in the query, then it will go to the YouTube page automatically. For that, we install a web browser package and import it. In the same way, we add queries for many websites like Google, Wolfram Alpha, Stack Overflow, etc. The next task is to play the songs. For that, we add a query play songs. Also, add the location of songs folder so that assistant will play the songs from that only. So, now the main question is how the queries work. So here, we are using conditional statements. If the computer hears voice command which contains word open YouTube, then it will go to the YouTube page address. If the voice contains open Google command, then it will go to the Google search page and so many accordingly. Actually, it is not an implementation of high-level desktop assistant or AI system. It is just a module to be used by a simple starting beginner to have an desktop assistant work using an if-else statements. There are many high-level modules which can be used for making the artificial intelligence like TensorFlow and many others are available. But as a programmer, we want to make an assistant which can be used by a beginner and to know about transformation, looping and other concepts. So we made this desktop assistant which work on speech command and other things. Next, our group member Mukesh will explain the code.
Hello friends, as in the previous session my friend Suraj has explained you about our virtual assistant. Let's go into deep and let's look at how our program looks like. As we all know, Python is well known for its inbuilt modules. There are some of the modules which we have used in our program which are important for this program. I will give you some of the examples which are important for our program. As first we will look at the libraries, then we will look at deep into the program. First look at this some of the important file. First imported file is the pyttsx3. It is a Python text to speech conversion file. As you all want your virtual assistant should be able to speak. To convert the text into the speech format, this file has been used. The next file which has been used is a speech recognition file. As we all know, computer can understand only binary language, and we can input only text format into which can be converted to binary language. But as we want, a virtual assistant should able to hear and convert it to text format. Therefore, the speech recognition file has been used, which will convert the given speech into the text format. Then important, these are the some date file is an inbuilt file which can be directly imported from without need to be installed. The next file which is used in Wikipedia. As you all know that one of the biggest source of search on the internet is in Wikipedia. So if you want to search anything on your data, you can search the data on the Wikipedia. So we have to make the user interaction more powerful, we have imported the Wikipedia file. Web browser is another good source of module which can increase the interaction between you and the web page. Then an important module which has been used is P utility. As we all know, we want to know that what's a computer is telling, how much CPU has been used or how much battery is remaining. It will be directly done by P utilization file. It will return you what is the amount of CPU is now used, or what is the charging is remaining. As we all know, in any of the programming language, the user interface plays an important role. In this program, we have used Qt to make an user interface. There are many also available like Tkinter and other, but there are some of the disadvantages as we have used some of the graphics which are not can be used in Tinker. Therefore, and Qtinker has been PyQt has been used in a program. Now let's look into the program how which we have developed. In the first session, we all want our assistant should able to speak. Then we have used an Pi audio inbuilt audio which is present in our computer by using it as Surface Engine. When we have defined some of the functions like speak function to make the whichever information has been read from the internet or browser which he should able to speak, we have provided a speech function. And according to we want our artificial intelligence should able to speak. Then we have made an wish free function according to the time which he can wish you according to the time. If the time is in the morning session, you will wish you as a graduate with a good morning. If an afternoon, it will gratitude with afternoon, and if it's evening, it will gratitude with an evening message and introduce himself as an alpha. It is now the next function is for the CPU utilization. It will return you the sum of the CPU processes like how much CPU uses or how much remaining battery is remaining or charging is remaining. Next we have used a news module. As in everyone wants to get updated want to know the updates, we have used a news module to import the news and give the few of the news to the user the latest update. So we have used this news website for getting the latest news updates. The next function which we have used is the sending mail function. In some case, if you are a single user person, you want to send your mails to some of the person, then it will directly able to send you using your assistant. And this is the function. This is the main function. It is a main function class. We have derived it from the main function. In this function, we have called all the functions which can be used, which will be given command to take the essay. The first it is defined for the task execution, which calls for the task execution command, which is a lowerly defined. We will see it later. Now this is a take command function, which will listen your command and convert it to text format and send it to processor to process it. There is a try block has been used in this try block has been used. There might be case in which the voice has been not been recognized. There might be some disturbance in your voice which will be not be recognized. There might try and exception method has been used. This is a task execution method. In which task execution method we have provided all the functions which can be used for basic use for an voice assistant. As we can see an Wikipedia function to get any information. This one, if you want to use and you will call an Wikipedia to command for an open an Wikipedia, it will use this function and to open an Wikipedia, and it will give you whatever the search result you want to search. And these are the some of the functions which has been used using an if else statement to be an easy simple for the beginner to learn. And this is a simple program which will provide you and make you to learn if else statement or the other functions and APIs of the APIs. Now there are some of the function which has been used and try an exception, because in some of the cases there might be chances that which has been connected to internet, there might be a connection loss or server would not respond. There is a try exception method had been used. In that case, if there is no response from the server side, it will directly give an exception and let you know that there is no internet is not working. In the similar case, this has been used in some of the processes like send email or tell me something about the thing. If it is not being able to search, then it will directly return the exception that the internet is not working. Then we had called the function of the main function here, and then we had made an other function which is class, which is and the class used for the user interface, which using the Qt designer, which will later be explained by one of my friend Ojas. We have called the function apps and the other things to be run the process. Then we have used another module which is for input to knowing the temperature. It's one of the important thing, we should know the location for that. In that case, we had made another module which is an location module, which will return the weather condition and other things. In this, we have used a URL from FCC weather API, which will return you the weather condition. In that condition, we want the coordinates and the location of the things. We have defined the coordinates and the coordinates we have get using in the COD object. Then we have used this data to find the weather speed, wind speed, and the temperature of the location, which can be used, which will directly your function will be called. And this is the function. This is the when we had called the main function, using which we have called the function which we have defined above. And later my friend Ojas will explain you about the user interface and how it is been built.
Myself, Ojas Pawar. In previous session, Mukesh Kamble explained you the program of desktop assistant, and now I am going to explain you the user interface program. We use PyQt module, which is already exists in Python, to create user interface. PyQt module include tools like Qt Core, Qt GUI, Qt Widgets. We create 5 labels in this program, 2 text browsers and 2 push buttons. 5 labels include 3 GIF and 2 text, date and time. Push buttons are used for starting and running the program, and text browser are used for displaying date and time. This date and time are changed continuously. We can see now there are 2 labels, date and time, and 3 labels and 2 buttons, run and close. Now we implement the program.
Good morning. I am Alpha Sir. Please tell me how I may help you.
Play music.
Sir, do you have any other work?
Open Notepad.
Sir, do you have any other work?
Open command prompt.
Sir, do you have any other work?
CPU.
CPU is at 41.2. Battery is at 84. Sir, do you have any other work?
Switch window.
Sir, do you have any other work?
Who are you?
I am Alpha Sir. Sir, do you have any other work?
Open Google.
Sir, do you have any other work?
Open YouTube.
Sir, do you have any other work?
Open Stack Overflow.
Sir, do you have any other work?
Python on Wikipedia.
Searching Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, Monty Python, also collectively known as the Pythons, were a British surreal comedy troupe who created the sketch comedy television show Monty Python's Flying Circus, which first aired on the BBC in 1969. 45 episodes were made over 4 series. Sir, do you have any other work?
Tell me joke.
2 bites meet. The first bite asks, "Are you ill?" The second bite replies, "No, just feeling a bit off." Sir, do you have any other work?
Tell the time.
Sir, the time is 11:40:18. Sir, do you have any other work?
Tell the temperature.
"30°C, heat index, 34°C. 41 minutes ago. Sir, do you have any other work?
Weather.
"18.5196 latitude, 73.8554 longitude. Current location is Pune, India. Weather type clouds. Wind speed is 3.68 meter per second. Temperature, 26.76°C. Humidity is 59. Sir, do you have any other work?
News.
Please wait, sir, fetching the latest news. Today first news is, why Twitter banned President Trump. Today second news is, President Trump responds to Twitter account ban in tweet storm from @POTUS account. Today third news is, Parler removed from Google Play Store as Apple App Store suspension reportedly looms. Today fourth news is, Twitter permanently bans President Trump. Today fifth news is, holographic startup Invisix partners with Panasonic to fast track in-car AR tech. Sir, do you have any other work?
Calculate.
What should I calculate?
41 plus 21.
Results is 62. Sir, do you have any other work?
Restart.
Do you really want to restart the system, sir?
No.
As you wish, sir. Sir, do you have any other work?
Shut down.
Do you really want to shut down the system, sir?
No.
As you wish, sir. Sir, do you have any other work?
Tell me Prime Minister of India.
Searching. Got it. Wolfram Alpha says. Narendra Modi, from 26/05/2014 to present. Sir, do you have any other work?
Lock window.
Locking the device. Say that again, please. Sir, do you have any other work?
No thanks.
Thanks for using me, sir. Have a nice day.